Now that we've seen the basic intuition and concept behind bubble sort, let's see how this intuition can guarantee to provide a sorted array. For this, let's make a few observations first. Suppose I'm given an unsorted array 4, 3, 2 and 1. After I run one iteration of comparing all adjacent elements and swapping wherever required, I get this array. At this point, let's notice that 4, which is the greatest element in the given array, has reached the last position. Since 4 is the greatest element, the last position is its correct position in the sorted array. Let's look at another example, 25, 50, 30 and 10. After the first iteration, my array would become 25, 30, 10 and 50. In this case also, notice that 50, which is the greatest element in the given unsorted array, has reached the last position, which is its correct position. Let's see if this is a pattern. In the second iteration, the array becomes 2, 1, 3 and 4. In this case, 4, which had already reached its correct position, stays there, and 3, which is the second largest element in the given unsorted array, has also reached its correct position. Let's see for the other example that we had. 25, 30, 10 and 50 becomes 25, 10, 30 and 50. 50 was already at its correct position after the first iteration, but now we see that 30, which is the second largest element in this array, has also reached its correct position, which is the second last position. So here we can see a pattern formulating. We see that after k iterations, the largest k elements have reached their correct position. For example, here after the first iteration, the first largest element reached its correct position, and after the second iteration, the two greatest elements have reached their correct position. Let's move on and look at the consolidated algorithm that we can devise from the observations we have made. Now that we say that after the kth iteration, I have k largest elements which have reached their correct positions. So intuitively, after the nth iteration, n largest elements would have reached their correct positions. If I have only n elements in the array, after the nth iteration, all the elements would have reached their correct positions, or in other words, my array would have gotten sorted. The algorithm that we can write for this is that we have to run n iterations to make sure that all elements get sorted. In each iteration, we check for each pair of adjacent elements like we explained previously. If the left element is less than or equal to the right element, we need not swap, and if the right element is greater than the left element, we swap to make sure that the relative order is correct.